Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to week 6 of the Pokemon Battle Association Season 8. This week we are battling JT, coach of the Washington Blazikens. And so your Pittsburgh Thunderbolts are bringing Bronson the Necrozma. I decided to bring Bronson because he does not have a Dark type. So that was pretty simple. I brought Katara because his best answer to Katara is a Rotom, which doesn't want to take a Scald. I brought Zeraora and Weavile for some hyper fast offense. He doesn't have a particularly fast team, but Excadrill is exceedingly fast and exceedingly strong whenever there's sand up. But a Choice Scarf Zeraora is actually faster than an Excadrill in the sand, so that's neat. And I brought Plumbird for a lead, and I just wanted to attempt to win the Hazard War, basically with Plumbird. And then I brought Fabulous, the Togekiss, just as a 6th Pokemon. Wasn't sure what else to bring, so you know what? Why not go for flinches? His team's fairly slow to begin with, so let's play this battle. So I do lead with the Plume Fossil. I'm going to go on slow here. He switches into Quartz, the Gigalith, so that's a good play. I do have Knockoff on Plume Fossil, and Knockoff is really my only real offensive move, so I keep clicking Knockoff here. It goes for Stealth Rock, which is fine. So I do go for the Defog here, which is alright. And so there's a Stone Edge, he got a critical hit, does not matter. There's the Focus Sash. So on this turn I do go for Endeavor, because if he goes for Stealth Rock, well then I just get to Defog later. And if he knocks me out, then no one gets any hazards. So that's basically what I was thinking. If he clicks Rocks, then I get to Defog away. If he attacks, that's fine too. So he does click Stealth Rock here on the Endeavor turn, and so now I get to Defog again. And so here is Grim, Dusclops, and so I just decide to set my Stealth Rock as there's the Nightshade. I could have clicked Knockoff, but you'll see how nicely those Stealth Rocks play for me later on. So this turn we do trade Toxics. I felt that for as bulky that Dusclops is, a Toxic on that is better than a Toxic on me. So I do go into Bronson here because it's relatively free setup. I do believe that he gets Haze, but I just wasn't thinking about that. So there is a Toxic here, and I'm okay with that because I am max physically defensive, and I am Calm Minding up. Here's a Photon Geyser. Let's see how much it does. 46%, that's solid. It looks like a max physically defensive Vaporeon. So here's another Photon Geyser. Let's see if I get a high roll. A slightly higher roll, but not enough. So there's a Wish. And on this turn that he protects, I decide to click Rest. And so I am sitting in a very good position here. +1, Bronson, Necrozma. And so I have Resto Chesto, I have Calm Mind, Photon Geyser, and my last move is Heat Wave. Max physically defensive and double special defense. I'm sitting pretty good here. As you can see, that Scald is doing practically nothing. So there's another one of those guys. So here's a Protect, and Vaporeon is just being a bit of a nuisance here. And what I wasn't really thinking about too much in this battle is that Bronson only gets 8 Photon Geysers, so I really need to play my Photon Geysers better than I was doing in this battle. So here's a Wish, and I think a Protect is coming, so I do click Calm Mind again. Of Quartz goes down, and I get another Calm Mind. So I'm at +4 now. So that's pretty good for me. Not very good for JT. Now, the sand did not come up because Gigalith did not survive the entry. Because of those stealth rocks, Plume Bird does get a kill, and the sand is no more for the Excadrill. So he brings it in now. He's not going to bring a special attacker on Bronson. That Earthquake does half, does 49% with the Life Orb. I guess that was Adamant. I think I was supposed to take that a little better, so I kept Jolly. Must have been Adamant. Here's an Overheat. At +4 special defense, I don't think it mattered, unless it was a critical hit. So there's another Rest, and so this is free setup for his Dorado, the Komodo, but you know what? I am doing pretty well here. He only gets one turn to set up because he dies the next turn. So yeah, there's his one turn of setup, and he clicks Dragon Claw, and I click Photon Geyser. We see the leftovers on Komodo, so there's no Psychic Reducing Berry. There's no Focus Sash. Focus Sash wouldn't have mattered anyway. So now here is a critical hit Thunderbolt and a Photon Geyser, and so this puts me in a very interesting position, and this is probably the only bad play that I made all game. So Bronson's moveset, I am Resto. I already popped my Chesto. I'm Rest, Calm Mind, Photon Geyser, and Heat Wave. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I could either go on the offense and click Photon Geyser, or I could be on the defense and go for Rest. Because if I click Rest, this could drag out the battle longer than it needs to. If I click Photon Geyser, then Vaporeon goes down. But if Vaporeon clicks Protect, then that's another Photon Geyser wasted. And actually, I only have 2 Pokemon left. I'm sorry, JT only has 2 Pokemon left, and I only have 2 Photon Geysers left. So, what do? I click Photon Geyser, and he clicks Protect. Oh well, and I calced later that Heat Wave does a minimum of 28%. So, I really should have clicked Heat Wave there. That's really my only bad play in this whole game. Oh well, you know, don't always make the best decision, but you know, it's Pokemon. So Photon Geyser does take out Grim, and I have to switch out. It kind of pains me to do this, but Tai Lung comes in for free, and I get to click Plasma Fist twice, once because he protected, and then a second time to finish off Vaporeon. So that is a good game for against JT. That was a 5-0 victory. Plume Bird was the only one that went down. Dusclops knocked it out, and then Necrozma got 4 kills. Archeops, Plume Bird got a kill, and Tai Lung got the remaining kill. And so that puts me at 5 wins, 1 loss, I think +12 differential, something like that. But after 6 weeks of playing, being 5-1, playoff chances look pretty solid at this point. I think I am like 3rd place overall, but I don't really care about that. I'm just glad that I'm doing fairly well this season, and this battle could have been very differently if he brought, what is that Pokemon? Ribombee. He does have a Ribombee, and if he brought it, that would have been really interesting, to say the least, because after a Quiver Dance, then he could have coverage for the rest of my team, and you know what? Ribombee is a very solid answer for Necrozma, because it can set up, it's faster, you can click Bug Buzz, which is Stab, and Necrozma would not have enjoyed that. And then also, Ribombee gets Sticky Web, and if Necrozma did not set up, then Zeraora would not have been faster than Excadrill in the sand, and you know, things could definitely have played out a bit differently if he brought Ribombee, but you know, hindsight is 20/20, I guess. So thank you, JT, for a good battle and good luck in the rest of the season. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then like this video, comment on this video, share with your friends, and click subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, guys, I will see you all later. Peace.